just saw a video, and it was by none other than the infamous Greg Valentino. And I know that you little haters, if you clicked on this, those of you that are out there, you little busters, are probably watching because you want to hear me slam Greg and say some bad shit, that he doesn't know what he's talking about, and his training advice is really poor and all that kind of crap, right? Well, unfortunately for you, I'm here to say just the opposite. His training advice in this particular video is incredible. I don't even know why I clicked on this video. I don't even know why. I was just sitting down, chilling, having my breakfast, and it came up in the stream, so I clicked on it, and it was just like, I don't know, I get this nostalgic feeling a lot of times when, in my opinion, when Greg is at his best. Because he's from that era. He's from that era when bodybuilding really, really was something. When bodybuilding was really the shit. And I know that you younger guys hear this all the time from older guys about how great the old days were, and nostalgia this and nostalgia that, and that you missed out, and that today that doesn't exist anymore, and it's nowhere near the same thing, and nothing can be as good as it was when we were young. But in this case, with bodybuilding, it is one of those things. It is one of those things. It's back in that day that Greg came up in, and he's a little bit older than I am, and he started younger than I started. So he had a big jump on me, but still, nonetheless, when I came into it, I still came into like that last decade of coolness, of when it was still really, really cool. Really cool. And it's just nice. It's pleasant to hear another old timer, old schooler talking about, the golden days when it really was good, when it really was cool. And, he even had some old magazines he opened and showed you some of the old ads. And I get that same nostalgic feeling looking at these old worn pages of print, and, the old ads that they had out. Anyway, he gave a bunch of training advice in this video. And you know what? This video is gold. So the reason I'm making a video about his video is I want to tell you guys out there, any of you guys that put any credence behind anything that I say, if you go check this video out, you're getting straight up really good, solid info. And today, in my opinion, as far as YouTube fitness goes, that's very rare. Few and far between. Most of this stuff that you see is just this bullshit, that bullshit. Dudes trying to make videos just so they can keep having something to make a video about, which is, I don't do that. I don't do that. I rarely even make videos anymore, right? But this is a video that's solid, good information. And I agree so much with his training concepts and his training opinions and experiences, what he expounds upon in a positive light and says, this is going to work, this is what does it, this is the way he breaks it down. I agree so much with all of that, with everything he has to say about that, that even when he goes on to talk about somebody, one of his viewers, a question they sent to him was, if you had to pick one arm exercise for building the biceps as your number one bicep building exercise, what would it be? I'm thinking to myself real quick in my head before he responds, I'm thinking, if I had to pick one, I'm going to say, and it might have been the mood that just watching his video put me in, but it really did it put me back there. And I remember very clearly what that would be. And I said, if I had to pick one, it's going to be over the knee, concentration curls with dumbbell. And you know what he says? Same exact thing. So that just was like, yeah, man, I totally agree. We're both from the, the East Coast. I have met Greg. I met Greg at an ABC, animal barbell lifting event at Bob Bonham's gym, who's an awesome dude, man. I love Bob Bonham. Well, I love Bob Bonham, one of my favorite people, because I can't take a smile off my face as soon as I see this guy. As soon as I see him, he just makes me smile. He's such a good dude. But his gym, Strong and Shapely, in Rutherford, New Jersey, I met Greg there. Now, I don't know that Greg remembers that. This is some time ago. I wasn't in the greatest condition at the time because I had quit lifting, but it was still at the tail end of, when I was spending a lot of time, on the Animal Forum and doing some work with Animal. You know, who they are all awesome guys. All of those dudes, genuine, awesome, real guys, real people. Anyway, yeah, I know the little haters. When you think of Greg, all you think about is the arms and his crazy videos. You know, from I don't know if it was Discovery Channel or whatever it was that had the shots of him where he was draining hematoma or whatever, an infection. I don't know if it was an infection or hematoma or whatever it was. And you guys are thinking about that, and that's what you think of when you think of Greg Valentino. And you know what? That's a shame because Greg Valentino, he built an incredible physique, man. He had an awesome physique. I don't know why the hell he did all that and put all that shit in him. You know, no matter what it was. I mean, even if it is just, he just, you know, put oil-based injectables in there to that degree, which I don't know how that didn't drive him crazy psychologically. You know, that large amount of that dose, it would me. But I don't know why he did that. You know, I mean, it very quickly he swept the world with that. You know, right place, right time, right there. Social media's bursting open and all that stuff. But I think that a lot of people, a lot of times, they don't really look at the man and his accomplishments and the knowledge that he actually had acquired and the physique he actually built long before that had happened, long before he went down that road and became such an exaggerated persona, you know, in the fitness bodybuilding genre or whatever have you. When he was, you know, Greg Valentino, the bodybuilder from the East Coast, awesome physique, incredible physique. To this day, for you little haters out there, I'm sure he has better legs right now than you guys do. So, simple as that. He's just not one of these guys that has to be really flashy. You don't see him flashing his legs around, showing his quads and shit every time he makes a video, but he's got incredible legs. Anyhow, that's it. I just want to say, if you get the opportunity, man, go check out Greg's video, this video that he's done. I'm going to put screen capture up here off of my television so you can see which one it is in case you guys want to go look at it. But that's solid gold information, man. That's solid gold. Every piece, everything he says in that video as far as training advice goes, solid gold information, solid gold. Yeah, so that's it. You know, everybody wants to jump on and make videos critiquing everybody else, and they're the first person, you know, when they find any fault in something somebody says, they want to, you know, there's no shortage of folks that they make their entire YouTube fitness dollar or whatever it might be, their little fucking empire, out of the backs of other people by critiquing their videos and making negative remarks. Nobody knows anything but, you know, the person that's making a current video or whatever. But I'm not like that. If I'm going to make a video, I want to talk about what's right about people. I want to talk about what's good that's out there. You don't need me to point out which stinks, right? You have your own nose. You know what shit smells like when you smell it. But if it's good, you know, I want to compliment that person. You know, I want to notice that. I want to throw some recognition in that direction. So occasionally I'll see a video and it strikes me like that, and it stands out because there is so much garbage on YouTube that I just feel compelled to make a video about it. If you don't like it, don't watch my fucking videos when you see I'm talking about somebody else's video. Simple as that. Anyhow, Greg Valentino's video talking about training, rest periods between sets and stuff like that, gold. Solid gold. Take care. I'm on my way to retro. Have a great Sunday.